How has the course of diplomacy changed since you began over 30 years ago? What would you say have been the changes or the evolving of the course of diplomacy?
The internet, the use of internet, all made a big difference. Because, the internet, we started using emails and internet in the beginning of 1990s, remember? So, and then the pace quickened. Why? Because we used to get our, most of our information from the press, going through the press and reporting, writing about it. Now, before even it's on the press, it's on social media.
Yes.
So we have to catch up with what's going on in the world and be very fast in reporting back to our capitals. That is one big challenge that we have, I think. Second, diplomacy changed because this thing came called public diplomacy came into the picture. When we first started our careers, we were not taught about public diplomacy, that people-to-people exchanges mattered that much. Mostly it was politics. Now it's more economic diplomacy and more public diplomacy. It is very important to use soft power when it comes to diplomatic relations, I think, because you can only go that far. When it comes to political and economic relations, a lot depends on the conjunctural, the international setting. But you can do, as an ambassador or as a diplomat, so much more in promoting your country, making it known in the host country, and facilitating people-to-people exchanges. When I first came to South Africa, I noticed the big distance, more than 10,000 kilometers. The physical distance created a psychological distance. I realized that Turkiye is more concerned with her neighbors, surrounding countries, Europe, and all the conflicts around the country. And South Africa is more concerned with SADC countries and Africa. The focuses are different. There's a big distance, and that's very important. I had always been appointed to countries close to Turkey. Germany, Belgium, Azerbaijan, Cyprus, all around Turkey. This was the first time I'm so far away, and I realized Turkey is not on the agenda, or there's not much visibility for Turkey here or for South Africa in Turkey. So that was important for me to bridge the distance somehow, to bring the governments and the people closer. That was, I thought, my main priority.
Cultural ties, Ambassador, between Turkey and South Africa are growing, especially with the activities that are being done by the Johannesburg Center of Yunus Emre Institute. Would you like to share some of the work that the Institute is doing?
One aspect that helps us a lot is the tourism flows between the two sides. South Africans are so much interested in going to Turkey for tourism purposes. And Turkish people coming this way, but the numbers are more towards Turkey. So we are also making use of that, having different talks on tourism and touristic attractions, historical attractions of Turkey at that center in Houghton, Yunus Emre Turkish Cultural Center. There are on average 60 students, 60 South Africans taking Turkish classes. Can you believe it?
Wow.
And calligraphy classes, Ottoman art, marbling classes, which is like you are drawing on water, and lots of South Africans interested in Turkish art. We hold exhibitions. Whatever we do, seminars, for instance, intellectual, very cultural seminars, whatever we do, we try to integrate the two cultures. We never do an event that is only promoting Turkish culture. We are always bringing together South African art, South African, professors, South African culture. So trying to integrate and to show the commonalities between the two cultures. So that is why I am I tried taking Aysegul classes. That is why I tried to learn about the richness of the culture. You cannot learn about the sociology and the culture of a country unless you learn the language. This is what I believe in. So the richness of Aysegul also prompted me to learn more about the Zulus and go and stay with them in the kraal of a tribal chief, for instance, and see how they are living their daily lives, for instance. So learning about that culture also showed me the similarities between the rural cultures of South Africa and Turkey.